This is Tim Albright with AVNation with the Road to ISE. Integrated Systems Europe happens the 3rd through the 6th of February in Barcelona. And with me to talk about AtlasIED and their stand is Simon Godfrey. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Tim.
Thanks for joining us. You guys are in Hall 2, Hall 2 R170, Hall 2 R170. Simon, Atlas has been doing an awful lot of development and innovation the last couple of years. This time around, what will we find in the AtlasIED stand?
So, Tim, this year, we're making it all about the customer experience. Unlike most traditional manufacturers, they may have a demonstration room in Hall 8. Whereas AtlasIED have actually having a sound booth on the stand this year, so you'll be able to listen to some of the products that we're actually exhibiting, as well as talk to the specialists around the booth about the products that we're actually demonstrating and exhibiting at that show this year. This year we'll have the ALXD AIMline series on the booth for people to have demonstrations of the beam steering capability and the easy use of our AIMline software. We'll have specialists for our Atmosphere series, as well as our GCK transportation, and also specialists for our loudspeaker technology, especially obviously what we're going to be exhibiting on the booth and people for listening.
Simon, AtlasIED has made a big effort in expanding into the UK and into the rest of the EU the last few years. What has been the strategy for that?
The strategy for building the brand within EMEA and Europe, and especially European and the UK markets, has been awareness. AtlasIED being over a 92-year-old company has a fantastic platform of products that are used around the world globally. A lot of people still don't know, what market we reach and where we're working at. A lot of people say, oh, well, you work in transportation, you work in securities, but we're actually, in various other markets as well, with regards to the background music of hospitality and obviously sound maskings for small offices. So it's my job and the team in the EMEA is to actually build that awareness. And as we grow slowly through those markets, we're doing establishing a platform and building a network of very good new distributors on board, and as well as actually building our existing distribution markets and pointing them in the right direction. Credit goes to those designers and developers, obviously in the US, obviously for bringing the new products to market, like Atmosphere, which is groundbreaking, especially in our market. For ease of use of DSP, but also, our loudspeaker technology. So, going back to ISE this year, we'll be, showing obviously, a new series of FC and FS speakers with PoE, Dante-enabled PoE++ speakers. So that will give, the integrator something else to look at, but also, give them choice in the market at that high level premium audio.
Simon, one of the other strategies you guys have had is developing and basically rolling up a new warehouse in Germany. Why has that been a strategic move by AtlasIED?
So a lot of it is to do with the customer, especially distribution, and I've seen looking at our business model. We had 3 or 4 different warehouses around the world. We had 2 or 3 different invoicing structures around the world with US dollars. So we brought it all into Germany, where we have AtlasIED made a considerable investment in acquiring AIMline as a brand for the company. We have an office structure. We have people that work there. We have development. We have sales office for order management. So it was just a bridge onto that, really, and bringing the warehousing from Antwerp in Belgium in-house to a local facility in Emsdetten, where we can actually have fuller control. We can bring products directly in from our manufacturers straight into the warehouse and offer it at a better and more cost-effective price to our customers. So it helps us keep that model in-house. We're able to offer in local currency in euros as well to help our European market, as well as obviously quicker delivery and also speed up the transit times of all the products rather than shipping directly from the US. We're now shipping direct from Europe.
Very cool. All right, Hall 2, R170 to R170 is where we'll find you, Simon. It's where we'll find AtlasIED. Not everyone is going, so if they're not going to ISE and they want to follow along with everything that AtlasIED is talking about that week, how do they do that?
So basically easy. You can find us on the web, www.atlasied.com, or our social pages in LinkedIn, Twitter, X, Facebook, the normal Facebook pages or social media pages. We're available. So please reach out to us. We've got a very good team on the booth if you are attending ISE, and it will be fantastic, obviously, to see you all.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, Hall 2, R170 is where we'll find AtlasIED. For us, for AVNation, go by our website, avnation.tv. It's avnation.tv, and follow along as we also head to Barcelona for ISE 2026, the 3rd through the 6th of February. All that and more at avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv.